All right, guys, how we doing? Hope we doing great. It's been a while day. All right, that's all good. Today I have something very very important for us to talk about, consider it, and think about it, and evaluate and ask ourselves what's going on. So this little bit of advice and kind of implications we face here in Australia. This particular video it's dedicated to African Australians, African Australians, and also people that have recently migrated to Australia for either better educations or um, job opportunity. First and first, it become so common. Myself, I'm talking based on self experience, what I've learned over the years, and also the implication that we all face when we come here. And Australia is very open society. Um, there's a lot of opportunity that we can encounter, but you have to be the right place at the right time to be able to get that opportunity. So this is strictly video is dedicated to African Australians that are already here, are struggling to get a job, or have already migrated to Australia just recent years. Either it's 5 years or below or anything around that. Um, Now, when we come to Australia or when you are already studying in Australia, it becomes far too common in an African community or migrant community to see that we are studying something that are not related to the work that we do. It's very, very common in an African community and also in migrant community. You can see someone that came to Australia to study, let's say, uh, someone that came to study Bachelor of or engineering degree or something science related, and then or computer related, and you come to see that same person working in a field that is nothing related to what he is studying, and that person finish his years of degree, less 1 to 3 years or 4 years of degree, and expecting his or herself to get a job in that field that he studied. When he first arrived, he never get a job in the actual field of the degree he is studying, and then and then start looking for job either after graduation or lead up to the graduation for them to get a job. Now, I think if we are honest to ourselves, we will come to know that your chance of getting a job in that way, it's very very complicated. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you have very low chance of getting a job in that field, or it will take you long term, or even it will reach to a point where you will be discouraged to keep searching for job in that field. If you are an engineer, you should be working when on your years of study, you should be working engineering related. That build you up, that prepare you for a job. And then if you are anything that any study, particular study that you're doing is very, very important to be in that field, in that particular field, line up to your degree. But it's very, very common. All we do when we come out of desperations, we just go and get any job at that point in time, which can come back years later on, 4 3 4 years later on, and can come back and bite us when we are trying to get a job. After 4 years of study or 3 years of study, we are not able to get a job in that field because of lack of experience. Now, degree is very very important. At the same time, experience is even more important. If you have a degree, you don't have a network. And one of the biggest problems we also face here as an African, we do not network a lot. You come to see that we can be in a classroom with a lot of people, let's say other race, whether it's a white people or Asians or something like that. You come to see once they graduated, they will get a job much quicker, or they can even be studying already. They are on the field that they are kind of studying. It kind of make your study easier. It make you understanding your study and make things life much more easier for you, even when it comes to job market. But in the African community and migrant community in general, either from Africa or from Middle East, that is the biggest challenge you have, because we work in two opposite directions. We are studying one thing, our day-to-day job is another thing. You don't have job waiting for you. So it's very, very important you work in line with your job. If you do not get the opportunity to work in that job, matter of fact, you volunteer, spend time working in that area, get to know people that in that area, build network. Very, very important. Build network. You can see a high percentage of Africans that are working today in field that they are more qualified, they got more degree than even their manager. They have, let me say that again, they have qualification that succeed way bigger than their manager or even their regional manager, and they are not able to get into those positions. A matter of fact, those people that are studying those higher degree should be in managerial role, but even to get a common leading position role, they don't get it because the fact that the network is not there. They have not built a network at the beginning, and they were working absolutely different area of work, and then expectation is for them to get a job when they are ready to get a job. Now we say Australia have a lot of opportunity. I totally agree with that, but at the same time you need to have an experience. It's not very, very common when you're doing your job search to see a company looking for someone that a fresh graduate with no experience. They'll always look for someone at least from 12 months and above experience before they can get you a job, because most companies don't want to spend money on people, inexperienced people, to train them. Most companies don't want to do that. In paper, that's what they will say, but in reality, it's not. You will never get an opportunity, almost slim opportunity, very little opportunity for you to be able to get job in that field with no experience. You have to be one in the hundreds. So my brothers and sisters, it's very, very important we all try two things to remember. When you are an engineer, be working on engineering related, whether the money is small or big. Your main target is for you to have that experience in that field, and then once you get the experience, once you graduated, you will be targeting bigger pay, and then hopefully you can get a better position and a better job. And another thing that we need to do as well is network. People talk about race. I'm not saying that it's not racism in Australia. Of course there is. Even back home in Africa, we do have racism. We do have racism among ourselves, because if you go to a tribe, people will be choosing among themselves. That is also racism. So anywhere we go, it's going to be race related somehow, one way or another. So it's very, very important we get that one out of our card. We focus on what we need to do to succeed where we are. So very, very important we do a lot of networking. We do talk to the right people. We be in the field that we're supposed to be when we are studying or study related area. We should always do that. And if you are undergraduate at the same time, this is a great opportunity for you to use and be able to get where you want to get. So I hope this will help out, and this is absolutely based on self-experience. As we grow, we are minority. We have to be able to inform one another, and hopefully we can be where we want to be. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Have a good day.